Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife. Happy Thursday.
Yeah.
We are both done with work. It's actually Thursday evening-ish.
Evening-ish, like 5:30.
Sherri Beth got home from work just a few minutes ago. I've been home for just a little bit. Today is a very big day. Very, very big, very important day. Sherri, do you know what day it is? It is opening day of Major League Baseball. I love baseball. Baseball to me, shocking. Baseball to me is just, it is summer. And so when baseball starts, it means summer is on the way. Yeah. It is a beautiful sunny day outside, so it's feeling like summer.
You've got our bedroom window open.
I got the bedroom window open. I did laundry when I got home. You're very welcome. Feeling very good. Sherri's picking stuff off of me while we vlog.
You got fuzzies all over you.
So tonight, we are going to part ways.
Yeah.
Sherri's going with Allison to do some shopping for the coffee shop.
Yes.
What do you guys want to buy?
Mirrors and empty frames and decor.
We're getting to the part of the coffee shop project where we're thinking of all of the final decor. How do we make it the pretties? How do we make this space feel finished?
Yeah.
There's been so much progress in the coffee shop space over the last several days. I'll show you guys soon in a vlog, but it's amazing. And so you two are going tonight to get some of the things that we need.
Yeah.
I am going to a sports bar to watch the Mariners game. So it actually just worked out perfect. Sherri was like, hey, I'm going out with Allison tonight. I was like, you're leaving me alone on opening day of baseball? Okay.
You're not sad about it.
I'm not sad about it. I mean, I'm gonna miss you so very much.
I know, you're not gonna think of once of me.
I'm gonna think of you many times. I'm also very glad I have the night free to go watch baseball. All right, so I'm doing a quick project tonight, kind of taking inventory of beard oil supplies. I've not made beard oil in a while. However, you guys will see me make a big batch in Monday's vlog because I need to get beard oil out to Spring, who owns Woodland Clothing in Ketchikan, because the cruise season starts in a matter of weeks. And many of you are going to be going to Woodlands expecting to find my beard oil. And so I need to make sure she has enough beard oil. So I'm going to make a big batch this weekend. I'll vlog that whole thing. You guys will see it on Monday. But the thing I need to do tonight is make sure that I have all of the product I need. I need to make sure that I can even make beard oil this weekend. So I'm just kind of checking inventory, seeing what I have on hand. I think I'm going to be good to go. I've got lots of essential oil to therapeutic grade oils left. I've got the jojoba oil. I've got lots of argan oil. So I think I'm going to be good to make lots and lots of beard oil this weekend. And you may be wondering when I'm going to have beard oil on my website to sell to all of you fine people who can't make it to Ketchikan and buy it at Woodlands. Well, hopefully soon. I'm going to get this batch done, and then I'm going to restock on my supplies. Then I will make more and get it listed. I have just not had time to keep up with it lately, but I want to do a better job about having it available always for you guys. Okay. For a second, this plant looked like it was dying. It looked very droopy. I think it's actually doing okay, but I feel like I saw a dead plant in the vlog, but I think it's fine. All right, Sherri's off on her shopping night, and I am going to watch some baseball. I think I'm going to go to a place here in town called the Peanut Farm, which is like a local sports bar. Grab a seat at the bar and watch the Mariners. I don't think I'm going to watch the entire game. Want to watch some of it, but on my drive over there, I'm going to call my dad. If you've been around LeggLife for a while, you will know that one of the things my dad and I have bonded the most over is sports, especially Seattle sports. We are huge Seahawks fans, huge Mariner fans, and so with the start of a new season, we get to talk all about baseball, all about the Mariners. So I'm gonna go drive to the Peanut Farm, call my dad, talk sports, and I'll pick you guys up in just a little bit. All right, here we go. Opening day at the Peanut Farm. I got food in front of me. I've got sports around me. Not a bad way to spend opening day. All right, so I made it most of the game. It's currently the top of the 8th inning, and I'm just leaving the Peanut Farm. I had a club sandwich for dinner, which was delicious. Mariners are down 2-1, but it's been a good game so far. I loved getting to sit for a while and watch a game. I don't do that enough. I really enjoy watching baseball, partly because I I feel like I can just sit back and relax and watch it. Football, I kind of lose my mind and it feels very stressful, and just like it's a very different sports experience. Whereas I really enjoy just like the relaxing, just kind of sit back and watch of baseball. So glad baseball season's here. But I want to take you guys actually to the coffee shop. I wasn't going to take you there, but it's still light out. It's 8 o'clock. Sun is still up behind me. And I want to take you guys to the coffee shop, show you how progress is coming, just kind of show you a few things. So let's go. All right, friends, I'm here at the coffee shop. I want to show you a few things that we have finished this week that just makes me so happy. First, let me show you our pink fireplace. So here it is. This was like a dark wood. It was donated to us. It's got the insert in, totally works. And we thought, you know what? We want it to be pink. This is a door that still needs to be installed, so ignore that. So we've got our pink fireplace there. This is just gonna be like a really cozy seating area. I think I've told you guys with like, I just kicked one of our pink end tables. With like big teal sofa, orange chairs. How fun is the fireplace? Alice and I painted that. I think it turned out great. The other thing we did was refinished our tile tables. So we were given, we were donated a bunch of these tile tables, but this pattern doesn't really match like the vibe and the feel that we have in the coffee shop. So we turned them into this. Just used mineral paint to paint them all, give them just a clean white look. Doesn't that look great? I absolutely love how those turned out. Much cleaner, much brighter. I just really like it a lot more than I do that. So we still have that table to finish, but we need more of the paint. So I've ordered more of that. So these are done. Fireplace is done. And then also right over here, I don't know if you guys remember, but this was all uncovered. So we got the finish wood on the front of the coffee bar. And this is a pretty cool story. Let me tell you about it. So as I have shared, we were trying to do this project totally debt-free, which is not the easiest thing. We are so very close. And in fact, a lot of you guys have given to this project, which means the world to us. I think I shared in a recent vlog that we were getting closer. We're still probably $15,000 or $20,000 away from where we needed to be. That gap has been closed significantly thanks to the LeggLife community, thanks to other individuals and churches and businesses that have stepped up. We still have a few $1,000s we need to raise. But I was actually concerned because this front, that like wood front on the coffee bar, we actually had to cut because of cost. It wasn't a cheap thing to have, but it does make it look very finished. So we actually cut it. And earlier this week, Allison and I were walking through Home Depot trying to figure out how in the heck are we gonna make the front of the coffee bar look good. The whole rest of the space looks great, but we were kind of out of ideas on the front of the coffee bar, and we couldn't afford what the plan was, which is what you just saw. But then our contractor was like, hey, are you at the job site? I want to talk to you later. And so I said, yep, I'll be there. I'll meet you there. And he said, you know, he goes, we're so close to being done on this project. It's turning out so good. I really want you guys to have like the best. I want you to have this vision of the shop. I want it to become a reality. And so that product that you saw, like those wood slats, he was like, I actually have a few extra panels of that from another project he was working on. He was like, I'm just gonna give those to you guys. And all you're gonna have to do is buy like one of those panels. So got a hold of the guy who like manufactures these panels here in Anchorage, got a hold of him and went to pick up just one panel. And he was like, what's the project for? And I told him the vision behind Refuge Coffee. And he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna give this to you. Consider this my donation. And so the front of the coffee bar got finished the exact way we had hoped, but we had to cut it because of cost. And then we ended up getting it basically for free. Isn't that insane? That's how this whole project has just been falling into place. I'm gonna show you the front again. Look at how good it looks. Oh, I'm so glad we were able to get that. It just makes it feel so finished. So you guys, lots and lots of progress. We're hoping to be open by, well, basically in about a month. So again, fireplace is done, We are making tons of progress on the tables. And then the other thing that we did is we painted all of the seats. So these are our cafe chairs. These were also all donated to us. We took all the seats off. My staff took all the seats off this week, and we've been wiping the chairs down, cleaning those, and we painted them this teal color. So the chairs will be like teal seat, black metal at those white tables. Isn't that awesome? Love it. And then we also have these high top tables. We are not done painting these, obviously. We ran out of the blue paint, so we have more blue paint coming as well. So these will be the same color as the stool seats. You guys, it's actually happening. Back on this wall, we have a Lego wall that was ordered, so that's going to be on there. Just, can't even believe it. It's actually coming together. Oh, let me show you one more thing. Back here in our coffee roasting area, look at that, the roasting hoods all installed. So the roastery will hopefully be up and going here pretty darn soon. We've also got these shelves installed. You can see there's the main cafe area up there. This is gonna be our basically products with purpose boutique. So all the items we sell in here will be either made by survivors of trafficking or go to support organizations who support survivors of trafficking, of domestic violence, of sexual assault. So that area is getting done. This is the wall that the mirrors and frames that Sherri and Allison are going to buy tonight are gonna go. So all sorts of colored mirrors and frames up on there. In here is like our coffee grinder graveyard where we're working on the different coffee grinders we have. We couldn't afford to buy new grinders that we wanted. So we have some people, some churches that have donated some grinders that they have. And so we are making them work to serve our purpose till we can afford new ones. Okay, one more story, then we'll stop with coffee shop stuff. You guys, this has been such a big part of my life for the last months and months and months, that the fact that we're so close, it's hard for me to talk about it. It's hard for me to not share it with you guys because this space means so much to me. And I'm getting more and more excited the closer and closer it gets. So we've shared with you many times here on the vlog about how one of the elements we're gonna have throughout the coffee shop space, even in the logo, is a disco ball. Because of the representation of a disco ball, that it is a grouping of broken pieces. It is all of this brokenness that comes together to make something really beautiful. And the vision of the space isn't pink fireplaces and cool teal tables, and chairs and all of that stuff. The goal of the space is that we would provide life skills and job skills in a way that understands the trauma that some of our clients have experienced. And so we thought the disco ball was the perfect representation of that. So earlier this week, Allison and I were given a tour of the building, and there was a girl on the tour who recently had her 17th birthday. And at her 17th birthday, she had something left over from her party, and she wanted to bring it to us. And so she brought us her 17th birthday disco ball. And we know exactly where we're going to hang it here in the coffee shop. But I just thought it was so cool that somebody who came through the coffee shop, a 17-year-old girl who came through the coffee shop, caught the vision of the place, saw it and said, I want a piece of me in this space. And she brought us her birthday disco ball. Isn't that cool? I just love that we're gonna get to use that. And it was funny, she was like, I'll be right back. Like we finished the meeting and she, I think, went to her office or went home and got it and brought it right back to us. And I just think the disco ball is such a good example of, or specifically this disco ball is a good example of how this project has happened. It's donated tables, it's a donated fireplace, it's donated chairs, it's donated disco balls, donated grinders. It is financial donations from so many of you who are making this space possible. LeggLife community, I know that most of you don't live in Anchorage. I know that many of you may actually never get the chance to visit this space. But you guys have given so much to make this possible. Yes, we have had lots of donations from people locally here, but you all have made a huge, huge, huge investment in this space. And thank you. It does not come close to like the way my heart feels because of the way you support Sherri and I and things that matter to us. And this space really, really matters to us. We're so close. We're just a few $1,000s away from being able to finish this complete project. Some of the last things we're paying for are things like our external signage. We got to get the sign outside changed. We have a really special project for this wall right here that I cannot wait to show you guys. This may be one of my favorite pieces of the entire project, and we haven't even started it yet. So we've got a few other things that we just need to finish. So thank you guys for helping us get close. How cool is that, right? So there you guys go. There is the update on the coffee shop. I mean, come on. How cool is the pink fireplace? I love it. Okay, so I wanted to come out here and just show you guys something. In our last vlog, we talked about Mount Spur, which is the volcano that is active and is predicted to most likely erupt in the next, well, we don't know, weeks or months. And so our last vlog was all about volcano prep, kind of things we're doing to prepare. Mount Spur is one of those mountains right there across the inlet. So it's one of those peaks right there, kind of on the left, one of the taller ones. Actually, last night, it was putting off a bunch of steam. And so you should have seen social media in Anchorage. It was absolutely flooded with Mount Spur-like activity because we can see it, obviously, right here from Anchorage. So when it eventually erupts, it's right there. Like, we're gonna be able to watch a volcano eruption from Anchorage, which is absolutely insane. So some people had asked just kind of how far away it was. It is just over 70 miles from here. So even though it's a big range and it looks, or big mountain, it looks like it's right there. I think Mount Spur is over 11,000 feet. So it's a big one. And it's right there across the inlet. Just to my left, you guys can see this fence right here. Just to my left where I'm at is Anchorage International Airport. So like the runway is right up there. And then right that way, we have the mountain range that includes Mount Spur, the active volcano. All right, friends, I'm back home. I did stop by the grocery store on the way home to get more sumo mandarins. I'm addicted. Had to get more, got 2 of them. Sherri Beth also just got home, so let's go upstairs and chat with her about her night went. About her night went? No, about how her night went. Sherri Beth is home, and Sherri Beth looks adorable. These, sorry, total side note, maybe some of my favorite earrings you have.
Yeah.
Absolutely love them.
Spring.
Are those ones that Spring made?
Yes, they are.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, got distracted. Mm-hmm. How was your night?
It was a lot of fun.
I took them by the coffee shop, so they have seen where the mirrors and frames and stuff are going. They've seen all the updates, even that you haven't seen yet.
I was just gonna say, I haven't been there in several days, so.
So did you find what you all were looking for?
Mostly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Made progress?
Good start.
A good start.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So more shopping's gonna need to be done?
More shopping will need to be done. We did find bathroom mirrors.
Oh, you did?
At Target, but not here in town. They only had them in Wasilla.
Okay.
So we ordered them.
Okay.
And Allie has to go out to Wasilla, and so she's gonna pick them up.
Okay.
So.
But we got mirrors for our 2 bathrooms.
And they're really cute.
Awesome.
They're very like funky and unique. I think it's gonna be perfect.
Excellent. I love that. Very, very cool. Well, thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
Also, I want to say thank you. It's funny, you guys. Sherri's like literally right here. It's just so cute. Like, she's so... Look at how sweet she is. Sherri, you don't know this. Mm-hmm. We hit 27,000 subscribers on YouTube tonight.
Oh.
So, thank you guys. I was watching the Mariners game, and I opened up YouTube to respond to some comments on some videos. And I was like, wait a second, 27,000?
That's amazing.
It's so cool. That's a lot of you guys. Wow. So, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. If you have not subscribed to LeggLife, check. There's a subscribe button down below. Hit subscribe. And here's the thing. You may have subscribed at one point. YouTube has this weird knack of randomly unsubscribing people. So check and make sure you're subscribed. If you are not, hit the subscribe button. It would help us out a ton. 27,000 is a lot of people.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Sherri Beth's about to call it a night, so we're going to do our reading before we call it a day. All right, full confession. I just sat here in our studio and ate a bowl of Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries. One of my favorite cereals ever. We had some in the house, and I thought, you know what? I've got the late night snackies. and I was gonna make a piece of toast, and then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna spend some time with the captain. So the captain and I spent time together, and it was delicious. Even though I'm almost 45. You guys, I turned 45 so my birthday is April 6th. Whoa, I dropped my phone. My birthday is April 6th. That is, I'm looking at my calendar to see how far away that is. Less than 2 weeks. It's like a week and a half away. I'll be 45. Halfway to 90 years old. Wow, lots of thoughts and feelings about that. Sherri Beth is off to bed. She's going to sleep. And I need to edit this vlog. Obviously, the weekend is coming up. We don't really have many plans. I am speaking somewhere Sunday evening, but no other plans the rest of the weekend. I'm hoping that Saturday, Sherri Beth and I can get just a day to ourselves. We have been feeling, we talked about this on last Saturday's LeggLife podcast. We've been feeling pretty disconnected from each other with all of my travel. She's in her busy season of work, the chaos around the coffee shop. It just feels like there's a lot of things that are pulling us in, just like in different directions. And so we haven't had the time together that we normally do. So I think Saturday may be an Adam and Sherri date day where we just get to reconnect, go do some fun stuff together, and just be together for a full day, which feels like it hasn't happened in too long. And then again, Sunday I'm speaking, Sunday night somewhere. But we'll pick up the camera, bring you guys along. Like I said, I got to make some beard oil. I might do that Sunday morning and afternoon. Got some other things to do around the house, and we'll vlog that this weekend. But we hope that you guys have a really great weekend. Whatever it is you end up deciding to do, fingers crossed Mount Spur does not erupt this weekend, and we get a nice volcano-free weekend. Friends, we love you. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you on the next LeggLife video.